Space quiz. Guess the planet. 35 questions about space and the universe. 3 answer options. 10 seconds to think. Take the quiz to the end. Write your result in the comments and share with a friend. Let's go. Let's see how well you know this. On which planet in the solar system was a hexagonal structure discovered at one of its poles? Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. Saturn's North Pole has a massive, persistent hexagonal storm system. Which planet rotates in the opposite direction to its orbital motion? Uranus, Venus, Neptune. Venus rotates retrograde, spinning opposite to its orbit around the Sun. What is the average length of a day on the Moon? 27 Earth days, 7 Earth days, 14 Earth days. A lunar day lasts 27.3 Earth days, matching the Moon's orbit period. What is the approximate current distance of Voyager 1 from Earth? 23 billion kilometers, 10 billion kilometers, 5 billion kilometers. As of December 2024, Voyager 1 is approximately 24.9 billion kilometers from Earth. What was Neil Armstrong's famous quote when he first stepped on the Moon? That's one small step for a man, one giant leap for mankind. To infinity and beyond. We came in peace for all mankind. That's one small step for a man, one giant leap for mankind. In what year did humans first land on the Moon? 1969, 1967, 1972. Apollo 11 landed on the Moon on July 20th, 1969, with Neil Armstrong. Who was the first person in space? Alexei Leonov, Neil Armstrong, Yuri Gagarin. Yuri Gagarin flew aboard Vostok 1 on April 12, 1961, becoming the first human in space. What instrument did Galileo Galilei first use to study planets? Sextant, astrolabe, telescope. Galileo used a telescope in 1609 to study Jupiter's moons and Saturn's rings. Which planet is named after the Roman god of the underworld? Neptune, Saturn, Pluto. Pluto was named after the Roman god of the underworld in 1930. Which goddess is the planet Venus named after in mythology? Goddess of war, goddess of love and beauty, goddess of the hunt. Venus is named after the Roman goddess of love and beauty. Why is Jupiter's moon Europa famous? Its active volcanoes, its subsurface ocean, the largest atmosphere among moons. Europa likely has a subsurface ocean that may support extraterrestrial life. What substance predominantly covers Europa's surface? Iron, silicon, ice. Europa's surface is mostly water ice, hiding a possible subsurface ocean. Which planet appears most frequently in science fiction movies? Jupiter, Mars, Venus. Over 80 movies about Mars have been made since 1903. What crop did the protagonist of The Martian grow on Mars? Potatoes, wheat, carrots. In The Martian, Mark Watney grew potatoes to survive on Mars. Which planet in the solar system has active tectonic plates? Mars, Venus, Earth. Earth is the only planet with active plate tectonics reshaping its surface. What is considered the largest volcano in the solar system? Mauna Kea on Earth, Olympus Mons on Mars, Maxwell Montes on Venus. Olympus Mons on Mars is 22 kilometers high, the tallest volcano known. Which comet is the most famous and returns to Earth approximately every 76 years? Halley, Enki, Lovejoy. Halley's comet orbits every 76 years, last seen in 1986, next in 2061. Which country was the first to launch an artificial Earth satellite? USSR, USA, China. The USSR launched Sputnik 1 on October 4th, 1957, the first Earth satellite. What was the first private company to successfully send a spacecraft into orbit? Blue Origin, SpaceX, Virgin Galactic. SpaceX launched Falcon 1 in 2008, becoming the first private firm in orbit. Which planet in the solar system is the hottest? Mercury, Venus, Mars. Venus is the hottest planet, reaching 475 degrees Celsius due to its thick atmosphere. Which planet in the solar system has the longest day compared to Earth? Venus, Jupiter, Mercury. Venus has the longest day, rotating once every 243 Earth days. Which largest moon has the densest atmospheric layer among all moons of the solar system? Ganymede, Titan, Europa. Titan's atmosphere is mostly nitrogen, with methane and trace gases. Which planet has the largest number of natural satellites? Saturn, Jupiter, Uranus. Jupiter has 95 confirmed moons, the highest number in the solar system. What primarily makes up Saturn's F ring? Dust particles, ice chunks, silicate crystals. Saturn's F ring ice chunks range from tiny grains to kilometers wide. Which space object was first classified as a dwarf planet? Pluto, Ceres, Eris. Ceres was the first dwarf planet, classified as such in 2006. Which of the following is the largest known moon in the solar system? Ganymede, Callisto, Titan. Ganymede is 1.5 times larger than the Moon, with a 5,268 kilometers diameter. What was the first interstellar object to visit the solar system? Oumuamua, Borisov, Hayabusa. Oumuamua is elongated, 400 m long, moving at 315,000 km/h. What was the primary goal of Voyager 2 in studying the outer planets? Studying gas giant atmospheres, studying the moons of outer planets, studying planetary magnetospheres. Voyager 2's main goal was to study gas giant atmospheres and magnetospheres. Which comet has a snowman shape and was the first to have a spacecraft land on it? Churyumov, Gerasimenko, Halley, Borrelly. Comet 67P/Churyumov. Gerasimenko is 4.3 km long. Rosetta landed in 2014. What was the name of the object that collided with Jupiter in 1994? Shoemaker-Levy 9. Halley, Enki. Comet Shoemaker-Levy 9 hit Jupiter in 1994, leaving massive dark scars. Where in the solar system, besides Earth, have liquid lakes or seas been discovered? Callisto, Europa, Titan. Titan has lakes and seas of liquid methane and ethane on its surface. Which French musician dedicated a composition to the Challenger shuttle disaster? Claude Debussy, Jean-Michel Jarre, Vangelis. Jean-Michel Jarre dedicated Ron's piece From Rendezvous to Challenger in 1986. When was the first successful landing of a spacecraft on Mars? 1965, 1976, 1981. Viking 1 landed on Mars on July 20th, 1976, sending the first surface images. What was the name of the first spacecraft to make a soft landing on Venus? Venera 7, Mariner 2, Venera 3. Venera 7 landed on Venus in 1970, sending data for 23 minutes. How many people have walked on the moon? 14, 10, 12. 12 astronauts walked on the moon during Apollo missions, 1969 to 1972. Finish. Excellent result. Congratulations. You completed the quiz.
Support me with a like, share with a friend, and take the next quiz.